Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Devin Bishop, and today we're going to be talking about the XTONE Pro from XTONE. So I do covers, gear reviews, those kind of things, and guitar related content, so be sure to subscribe and stick around for more videos. So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about what's in the box, we're going to do a brief setup, we're going to talk about the pros and cons, my overall experience, and then I'm going to give you some recommendations / overview for the product. What's in the box? So you have this nice sleeve that slides over a kind of open box, and they don't ship it to you like this. They ship it, inside of a package. So that's, better so it doesn't slide around. But first off, you get a dongle for an iPhone attachment, which is nice. Then you get a USB to USB-C dongle attachment, which is nice. And then you get this nice bag that comes that the XTONE can fit inside of, that I guess you can pack it with, put everything else in, and then you get the cable that you need to attach the USB to your computer, and then of course you get the XTONE Pro inside of that. Now, as far as the specs go for this product, there's a lot of information that you can read online about the product and about the inputs. It's got a MIDI in and out. You can do headphones straight in, and you can run just about any headphones from this. It has a great input. It's very sturdy, well made. And then it's got an XLR direct out, and it functions as an interface as well as kind of a direct box. So there's like the brief synopsis of the whole thing. Okay, now I want to take you through a brief setup of the XTONE. Basically, all you need to do is plug in the USB into your computer or into an iPad and then plug your guitar in. Then you'll use like the XLR out, or you'll use the mono out to go into a PA system or something else like that. And then similarly with a Mac, if you plug it into a Mac, you can go out of another interface, which I have done, or you can do the output from here and go through headphones or go through your computer headphones, and you can program it from your DAW after that. So once you have it plugged in and it's working, then you'll want to program either bias effects or another software like that, where you can program your effects and go from there. It is important to note that this does not have any effects or any tone capabilities like built into itself. It's meant to be a controller for you to program sounds and program what effects you want on specific pedals. Okay, now I'm going to talk about my experience with it. So I initially found out about this from Tom Quell, who was doing a review video and was talking about just being able to use bias effects live, doing some other things with it, and playing some incredible lines as always. And so I had been using bias effects already and really enjoyed bias effects, and I wanted to be able to take those tones on the road whenever I was performing. I found out about the XTONE, and it seemed like, just like an easy kind of thing. Instead of buying a Helix, which is literally 10 times the price, I bought this instead because I already had an iPad. Now, if I didn't have an iPad, it would have been, a comparable price, because I would have to buy an iPad to make this function. I have had some gain issues, and I don't know what that is from. I haven't had any success reaching out to the company and asking, what that might be. And I've heard similar things from other people who have said, they've tried to reach out either for a refund or something else, and they haven't gotten any response back. So if you do have technical difficulties, the company can be kind of hard to reach. So just be aware of that. But on its own, it works great. And, the issue that I had with gain, it was like so subtle. And probably people in the audience wouldn't notice it as much, but, I immediately notice it. And it's something that, bothered me quite a bit. But I recently got a new guitar, and it's been a little better, but every once in a while I still have that issue. Okay, now we're going to talk about the pros and cons of the XTONE. It's very well made. It's very sturdy. It's metal. It feels great. It has kind of like a matte finish, which is really cool. The buttons are solid. The knobs actually have a bit of resistance, which is really great. I love these knobs. And the inputs are solid. So it's designed well. Because it comes with bias for free, it's very fun. So like you just plug into bias and you use it and you program the pedals, and they're really easy to program. It's great, and I have had so much fun just like clicking around on this thing and seeing what tones I can come up with. It's easy to use. The buttons can be maybe just a tad bit tricky to figure out how to click those, but very easy to use. It's very tight. The designs are kind of tight. Everything is like close together. You know, you have 6 buttons all right here, and these can be 6 different effects, you know. So imagine if you had 6 pedals, you know, normally it would take up way more space than what this would take up. And so to me, that's a pro, but some people have had an issue with the flat design, making it hard to click this pedal instead of this pedal. But I haven't had that issue. I've been able to click this pedal if I wanted this one if I want this one. For the ones that I want to change, I usually try to route them here first, and then, you know, if I want something that I'm not going to click as much, I'll put it in the top row. Low latency. And so for me, like whenever I play, I'm not able to perceive like the difference because it is very low, the amount of latency that goes through the software and then back out. So some people have had an issue with the latency. I haven't. It's worked great for me. A con, it works for the iPad, and it kind of seems like it would work on the iPhone because of the dongle, and it does a little bit, but it's like the iPhone's not able to handle this and bias effects, and so it has a little bit more latency and it doesn't sound good. Works with the iPad, not really for iPhone, but it works with the other things as well, like Mac laptop, you know. Some people have said that it works with bias but not other software, so that's another thing to be aware of and do some research on. If you're planning on using something other than bias, make sure you check out if you can. Be cautious because the company is kind of hard to reach. I've had to scroll through forums for technical difficulties that I've had. You need an iPad or a laptop to use it. To me, that's kind of a con. It's not something that you can just slap on your pedal board and it be fine. You have to have something to make it run. Some recommendations that I have: number 1, a music stand. Number 2, an iPad stand. Number 3, an iPad. And then number 4, you know, just like a gig bag, you know, something to put this in and take it with, because the bag it comes with, like, I wouldn't take that and put this in and then just consider it safe in the back of my car, you know. You'd want like a backpack at least, and it is kind of nice. That's like all you need is a backpack, an iPad, and a couple of cables, and that's it. You're just ready to gig after that. So thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully you enjoyed this product review. Again, I would recommend this, but just with a couple of things to be aware of. Check out more of the content. Thanks for tuning in, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.